Now to our KPIX 5 original series, Project Home.
Yeah, creating protected affordable housing in the Bay Area is paramount to solving this housing crisis. And one developer is using public money to do just that.
It sounds like a good thing, but as KPIX 5 Susie Steimle discovered, it's actually leading to higher rents and mass displacement.
These are all been posted to my door.
Sandy Heinitz has lived at Via Medanos Apartments in Antioch for 8 years. She's moving because an affordable housing developer has made this place unaffordable. Her rent is going up, so she'll have to move, which means less time with her grandkids.
We're watching my little ones grow up and stuff, and it's just harder. It's more an inconvenience now that I have to move.
In February, that affordable housing developer, Reliant Management Group, purchased her apartment complex as part of a 7-property package deal for $116 million. The plan is to turn each building into 100% affordable housing and use public bond money and tax credits to convert each complex. But it came at a cost: mass displacement of nearly all existing tenants.
So it just seemed like the exact opposite of what an affordable housing program should be doing.
Kara Brodfuhrer is a staff attorney with the National Housing Law Project who specializes in low-income housing tax credit or LIHTC properties.
The property at the time it was acquired by Reliant was actually what you would call naturally occurring affordable housing. The rents were actually very well below market.
Most tenants were paying around $900 a month for a 1-bedroom or $1,200 a month for a 2-bedroom. LIHTC rents are much higher than that, so the rent is going up from about $900 a month for a 1-bedroom to $1,300, and from $1,200 for a 2-bed to $2,100. To qualify to live in a LIHTC property in Antioch, you have to make less than $49,000 a year. Sandy does, but she can't afford the $400 rent hike. Other tenants were told they make too much money, like Katie Brown, who works at Whole Foods.
We were trying to save up for a wedding and for our future. Last month we were evicted.
Katie lived at Reliant's Hayward property, Leisure Terrace, with her fiance. She's now putting her wedding on hold because they can't afford it. Every single tenant you see here is at risk of losing their home or already has.
I feel like we were sucker punched, and the rug pulled out from under us.
So the state has safeguards in place to prevent this type of displacement. Reliant was supposed to go door to door in this property and verify everybody's income. And if you made too much money, they were supposed to offer you relocation. Reliant says it tried to do that, but the process is messy. Oftentimes tenants would bring incomplete information and they couldn't figure out their income, so they wouldn't be allowed to stay. But if you were to ask tenants, they would say Reliant made them feel harassed, confused, and most left out of fear.
I had affordable housing. A lot of my neighbors had affordable housing, and unfortunately, a lot of my neighbors don't have anywhere to live right now.
Octavius Scott is a veteran working a temp job making $21 an hour. Still, he was told he made too much money and was threatened with eviction, so he moved.
I felt like there was a lot of misinformation.
Nobody wants to see anybody displaced, period.
Joe Sherman is the president of Reliant. He says this was all a miscommunication.
How many were displaced?
Someone from Reliant did come here and say that there wouldn't be mass displacement, but there was.
No, nobody came from Reliant and said there wouldn't be mass displacement.
But here's Jason Snyder from Reliant assuring city leaders around the region that mass displacement won't happen.
We certainly are not in the business of displacing residents, but we're not in the business of putting people out in the street.
The state had the same impression. Internal emails show the treasurer's office believed most of all existing tenants will be staying at the project after the project has become affordable.
Do you think that the communication could have been more clear to ensure that maybe some of these tenants could have stayed rather than leaving on their own as so many did?
No question the communication could have been better.
Joe now says he's reevaluating the way Reliant goes about these conversions. Unfortunately for most tenants in Hayward and Antioch, it's too late. But Reliant has another chance, several in fact, at its other Bay Area properties, where tenant trust is at an all-time low.
Clearly, based on the level of miscommunication and misunderstanding that was evidenced tonight, we can do better.
Right, so paying attention to what happens at these properties is really important because LIHTC properties are one of the main ways by which we can create affordable housing here in California. Cities are constantly looking for ways to incentivize affordable housing development projects. But the National Housing Law Project is now worried that this program doesn't have enough oversight, and it is pointing to what happened in Hayward and Antioch that you just saw as prime examples of why this program needs more scrutiny, especially at the state level.
Wow.
That is amazing. It's really amazing. You know, we were talking a little bit off the air about this, how this sounds really good, looks really good on paper.
Yeah.
But when you actually crunch the numbers, the bar is so high in the Bay Area
because it's so expensive.
Even subsidized housing and affordable housing is not affordable for a lot of people.
No, and for all these tenants that you just saw, it meant displacement, that they can't afford to stay here. They can't afford double the rent in some cases for them. So while it's affordable, and that is the good thing about this, that you know, this is deed-restricted affordable housing for 55 years, and I want to make sure that we say that. So this will be good news for some people in the future, and that is a set thing. But for right now and for a lot of the tenants, it meant displacement. It meant not being able to stay.
That's just so sad. All right,
Crazy.
Susie, we appreciate it. Thank you.
We want to hear your housing stories as well as your ideas and solutions to solving the problem. You can send your suggestions to KPIXhousing@cbs.com. And Susie will join us again on Monday. Looking forward to that.